everybody, and welcome in. It's time for the shave of the day. I'm Mark McLean. I am fortunate to be here, and for that I will say some lama lama dum. Oh, I don't know what the hell that means. Let's try take two on this. Hi guys, I'm Mark McLean, and I'm trying to be chipper and, well, damn boy.
What about you? You're the one holding your chest.
Man, I just filled up the dang tank.
Ain't that little shit.
Hi everybody. I had a message that I really wanted to express to you guys today. I haven't been able to come up with a proper way to say it. All I want to say is there was a possibility, a very distinct possibility that due to a recent car crash that my wife and I may not be here today. And I may not be or may not have been able to do this shave of the day. This is my very first shave following that crash on Sunday, even though a post went up yesterday, I think. I really don't know. I can't recall. Nothing's wrong with my brain. It's just so much, you know, input. I've had so much to happen in such a short period of time. So I just want to say that I am very grateful to be here, and I am also very thankful for each and every one of you who made comments, who shared a part of your life and your stories, that things have happened with you as well. And I really believe that it's not what happens to us in life, because that's all life is, a series of events pieced together just like a movie. How we react during each one of the portions of the show is up to us. Does that make sense? It's like if you're watching a movie, and this is our life pieced together in segments, life as it happens, a series of incidents, then if you're sitting at a movie and on the screen they roll across some funny line or a joke, and then you hear the you know, and that is how I perceive life. I think that can you tell this is a little difficult for me? Yes, I have hurt and I have cried, and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm very, I guess very sincere is the word I'm looking for. I'm also very, I guess, taken aback by the entire situation. If those of you just saw this and you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, I apologize to you. I faced a head-on collision. I was one of the lucky people, or fortunate ones, or whatever. I was one of the very, very select few that can see the moment the woman crosses the line and interpret that you are in a head-on collision in mere thousandths of a second, and in time enough to divert that head-on collision and turning it into something else, possibly saving the lives of many others. I apologize. The reason I say possibly saving the lives of many others, some of you may not know this. I had the forethought while this was occurring to take the sidewalk. And just as I started to take the sidewalk to avoid the crash altogether, I saw a young man, probably in his early 20s or late teens that it turns out later has mental incapacities. I didn't know this at the time. I saw this kid standing beside beside the sidewalk. And this kid, I say kid, he's as tall as I am. He's a kid, or he's a child mentally. And this kid is there along with these other people standing around in the yard, right there in the lawn, right by the sidewalk. Or they might have been on the porch. There were people there. And I did see myself taking the sidewalk and splattering them. And it happened just so fast. But I opted to take the impact myself, but to minimize it as much as possible. So I snugged up to the sidewalk and I gave it a little excess push to get on down the road before she impacted me. And I thought I had actually missed her, but no, she clipped my side door and impacted behind my seat. Unfortunately, my wife says I drive in the back seat. I scoot the seat all the way back. It's a Cadillac Seville, you know what you know me, I mean. So I'm sitting in the back seat driving, as she says. I wanted to sit back there to be with her, you know, because she's a backseat driver. It's good I can laugh. Anyway, so it's hard to keep my thoughts. After the crash, she impacted the entire side behind me, blowing out a side airbag that I had no idea was even in this car in the back seat, a side door airbag, and it caught me right back there. I had some bruising and some soreness that's still there, but I'm here to tell about it. So basically, I'm just now getting around to being able to talk about this. I know I put up a video showing, you know, some different segments of the crash and just sort of giving a little play-by-play, I guess. That wasn't me talking about the crash. I'm just now being able to talk about the crash. Getting back to what I was saying, they told me that when a vehicle hits your rear wheelbase, or any of the wheelbases, I guess, or wheel wells, when a vehicle impacts the axle and breaks off the wheel, because it's driving so fast, they said that you're lucky to even walk out of that vehicle. I didn't walk, I actually crawled. I had to crawl out through my wife's side of the door because my door wouldn't open. And the car was filling up with smoke. It was a very scary feeling for me, and I'm being as honest as I can. So, she impacted and broke the wheel off. And in the meantime, before this, I'm processing jumping the sidewalk. But no, I'm going to plow through those people. So now that I can sit back and look at things, you know, I've always felt that, like some other people out there, I'm sure, and others of you will say, nah, well, whatever. You know, this is me telling you my feelings. I've always felt that things happen for a reason. I believe that you are in a certain part of whatever town you may be in when things of this nature happen. I'm not saying that someone up there marionette puppets you all the way through life. No. I'm saying when you are faced with live or die situations. I do believe things happen for a reason. I believe my reason, which is a silver lining behind every cloud, they say, right? I believe my reason was to protect those people. The lady in the other car did not brake, did not slow down, and was going full force impact into our vehicle. That means, had I not been in that spot, she would have jumped the sidewalk. She would have marred through the mentally incapacitated young man who was there. That's for lack of a better word. And I know you don't use the R word. I'm not going to do that. It's just that, you know, not only would he have been killed, but the other people who were standing there near him, even the ones on the porch. This front lawn has a total length in it of maybe 15 or 25 feet. It's a very small town, city lawn. And the woman was coming right toward it. Here I am coming this way, perpendicular to the street and the house. And here's the lady right like this. She hits me right there in the back. We spin 360 and a half because of the speed and her lack of braking or slowing down. So, to make a long story short, I'm going to wrap it up. I've spent 10 minutes just telling you about my life, and I don't want to bore you guys. I've got to shave, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not in a bad mood, don't get me wrong. I'm not depressed. I'm very lucky and fortunate and thankful and gracious and grateful and all the other words that you can throw in to describe how I feel, that I can even be here to tell you all about this, because I'm not going to name any names, but I know a friend right now who is going through their son having all kinds of issues because of a driver, a head-on collision. He couldn't escape. He couldn't avoid. And there are many others. I've got other friends who have contacted me saying the same thing. I wasn't able, you know, that's what they say, I wasn't able to avoid it. And that happens. And that's why I feel that I'm so lucky. Okay. Thank you once again for being here, everyone. I love you all. I really do. I love all my friends. You're some awesome people. I've got my pre-shave on. It's the Clubman Panud Beard Oil. Got a little oil on my face, looking a little slickery. And today we're going to be using one of these gems. They're really a gem. I mean, that's literal. That's the spelling, G-E-M. They're a gem brand razor. These are single edge razors. The difference, well, they're both micromatic. That's the name of them, the micromatics. This one is a silver, and it's, would you call that manual loading? I don't know what you'd call that. It's the flip top, and this one is the twist to open, TTO. The Gem brand. See up in the top, Gem Micromatic it says. And it's still not focusing. Let's try this right here. Yeah, now look at you, focuser. Okay, that's good enough. So, I have been thinking about which one to use. We'll go with the gold one. Twist to open it is. I just got in my new single edge razor blades. I'm very curious as how to get them out of this thing. You know, it's been a long time. I do know how, I'm joking. It has been a long time since I've seen these, but you just depress this corner right here, and they pop out at the opposite end. Right, like that. See? There you go. I had some of these blades ordered before, and they didn't come in because the guy, he didn't come through with his deal on eBay. Didn't even answer my emails. It says GEM, G-E-M, American Safety Razor Company. And these are their stainless, silver stainless, I believe is what it called them, single edge blades. So, At 14 minutes during this video, we'll go ahead and load this baby up. I'm going to figure out how, because I've never loaded one before. But I figure, you see me shaking? That center knob and these side knobs or indentions protruding will hold that right in the center, and these right here on the side should lock it into place. There it is right there. So I'm going to just hold this here with one hand. You know what? This baby's hard to load. Okay, I got it now. There. And twist that sucker back. There you have it. It's not adjustable. It's going to sit wherever you line it up. That's it. It's ready to go. We'll try that for the first time today. The soap I'm using is a little bit of lime, Captain's Choice. I've tried their product several times, never had any issues. I've got this one currently blooming. And to follow that up, I will be using not the Captain's, but Captain Hunter's. Captain, C-A-P'-N. Captain Hunter's Blimey. Matey, it's the Blimey it is. Bay rum and lime, right there, from Captain Hunter's Scents of the Seven Seas. That stuff smells good, even on the cap. Okay, I'm going to pour some of the bloom water on my hand here. Quite a bit of bloom water. It smells good. But I like lime. Some people don't. I have on my Lucky Shave shirt. My wife was telling me, I'm going to sneak into your closet. And I'm going to remove that shirt. It's my favorite shirt. It's got the family tree on it. See there? And it's got a hole in the elbow. Right here in the sleeve. Let's see, where is that? There you go. See that? Right there. Oh, well, you know, it's not that bad. You can't hardly tell if you roll up the sleeve, right? I like to shave in this shirt. I don't know why. The brush I'm using is from Dennis Coluccio from upstate Cherry Valley, New York. I like this brush. This is a sweet silver tip badger. Does it smell? And I like the wood. That's pretty. Burl. That's burl wood. Stabilized. Stabilized burl means when you get this wood, it has a lot of air pockets in it. So if you try to put it on say a lathe and you start turning and it goes zzz, it'll start going spitting pieces of wood everywhere because it's not stable. It has air pockets and holes. See that? That's a prime example right there. That little indentation, that hole. But you have a lot more of micron type or micro type holes. Anyway, they have to take that and stick a piece of wood inside some type of resin. I think there's one called Cactus Juice that's a resin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's a brand of the resins that they use on these particular projects to stabilize the burl wood. Anyway, they put it inside and then they turn on the vacuum. It vacuums out all the air bubbles and replaces the holes with resin. Then you can put it on a lathe and turn it successfully, as Dennis has done. This is almost purple looking in color. It's so beautiful. And when you get it wet, look at this. It even changes colors. And I know the camera doesn't give it the full justice it deserves, but okay, that's enough BS. We'll move right along and load up this brush. How's that sound? Sorry about getting sentimental. I'm not sentimental. I'm just, yes, I am a sentimentalist. You're right. I guess it's just the fact that I know I could have died. My wife could have died. Other people could have died, but didn't. So I'm grateful. Okay, that being said, I've loaded up these bristles within about a 45-second time frame. And that's what I usually like to spend on loading up a brush. Now I'm going to take this and put it inside. Well, let me pour the water out of my Paul Revere metal bowl. And we'll just start whipping it up into a frenzy. And it does need some water, so we will drip a few drops in. When I do this, I'm not dripping all of that in the bowl. I'm sort of deciding how many to drop, you know, in the bowl, how many to drop back into the sink. That's why I think that the soap to water ratio is a lot easier controlled if you do that. I really think so. I'm being honest. I think that's the best way, or at least it is for me. It works best for me. Whatever works good for you, you know, you sort of stick with it and run with it, right? Look at this. This thing is whipping up, man. All right. Nice. Look at that. You know, this is Captain's Choice, and I have never had any issues with their soaps or their aftershaves. Well, I take that back. I've got a sandalwood that smells more like alcohol than sandalwood. But we're not doing a video on that today. And sandalwood is my favorite. You know that. Look at that. That's a great lathering soap. Of course, you don't have to bloom the soap. I did. That's just what I wanted to do. And it's ready to go. Needs a little more water. Next time around, I was told that when you shave with a single edge razor, that since there is no particular set pitch or degree or angle, you have to adjust your razor's holding with your elbow. Okay, here we go, downstroke. Hey, I am surprised. I really am. Why? Well, honestly, I didn't think. That's right, didn't think. I didn't think it would shave that well, but it is. I'm sort of liking this. And I guess it's as aggressive as you want it to be. I'm going to pull that off and measure it across there. Making sure it lines up. Other side, downstroke here. Wow, that's great. I'm really, really surprised. Keep in mind when you buy single edge blades for something like this, you don't use the kind that go into box cutters, okay? I found that out. Just passing along some of the tips that I had to find out. Was that our rooster crowing in the background? Did you hear it? He can't tell time. Poor guy. Okay, look, I'm shaving with the back side of the razor. But this thing does amazing. I'm really surprised. That's great. Learn something new every day. And that's what life's about. You got to learn new things. Get out and enjoy new things. Do things that's pleasing to you and have some fun. there's an old saying from someone famous. I can't think right now. Too much going on upstairs, you know. Anyway, the saying goes something similar to man spends so much time, or spends so much money, or time making money. In the long run, he doesn't get to enjoy the life that he was spending the money for, or the time to try and acquire money. I will post that in the description, and I will also, what's that? Look at that. And I will also run it across the bottom here. Well, I've already seen that. Okay, that's all right. Didn't know I was going to do it that fast. Alrighty. That's just some amazing soap. Good razor, good soap. Can't complain, right? I might need to put a little bit more down here. And down here, as I haven't gone through this part yet. Alrighty. Yeah, you have to be careful, make sure you got it facing the right way. Okay, going underneath the beard line. You know the routine. Gonna do some trading with my buddy Jacob Thompson, who I just got into wet shaving, because he wants to use a straight razor now. He's moving on up, just like the Jeffersons. Yeah, we're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Okay, cut. Thank you very much. I guess I'm just having a lot more fun, huh? And that's okay. Have some fun in this world. That's why we have these awesome shaves that we spend time together, because I enjoy my shaves. It's the best hobby I've had. It really is. I'm going to continue with the downward stroke and the down pass here over the entire neck. And man, this thing does wonderful. Ooh, I think I just grabbed myself there. That's all right. It really does. This is almost, well, something about it is very similar to a straight razor shave. I guess the fact that it's so much blade there, you know, and it's a very sharp blade similar to a straight. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems it's reminiscent, you know, of a straight razor shave. Yeah, I did get myself, see, that's all right. I don't care. I told you guys last time on the video we would premiere a knife or a different EDC each time. I wanted to show one. Today's EDC, everyday carry, is, yes, you got it, ZT, zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. This is a sweet blade. This is the 0561. There you have, with LMAX steel, titanium backing, beautiful clip, the ZT clip, of course, and sweet looking lanyard to go with it. This, I was going to tell you guys, this particular knife has caged ball bearings right inside there. The IKBS, I believe, is what it is. I may be wrong, but I believe it's the IKBS bearing system. That's the Icona Korth bearing system, but it may be, look at me bleeding like a hog. It may be the Kershaw KVT. Yeah, I think that might be it, the KVT ball bearing system. Great flipper. Look at that. It's on ball bearings. Why shouldn't it close and pop open? Okay, I went ahead and coated my neck so that the lather could be soaking in and waste a little time talking to you guys about that knife. Going to do the upward pass now. It's very reminiscent of a straight razor shave. I think that's why I like it. I'm serious. My buddy the captain, Rodney is his name. He's on Facebook. And I can't recall his name on Facebook. I will have it down below in case you want to check him out on there. Anyway, Rodney, I think it's McAlpin. I'm not positive. Rodney, if I say it wrong, I apologize. I'm just not here today. He shaved recently with a gem. I can't recall if it was the gold, monochromatic, or the silver. But you can check out his channel and see how he does. But he got me interested in this. Using them, I've had them for a while, just never had any blades. Fairly aggressive shave, as you can tell. No, I had a little bump right there, and I think I grabbed it, and when I did, it just did that, sort of caught it, and then went, and it made me scratch my neck. That's okay. Not concerned. I have a whole bar of alum, an alum stick. Right now I'm doing the upward pass. And like I said, very similar. Got a stretch, you know. Very similar to a straight razor. By the way, sorry about that, I just had a phone call. By the way, you can't apply any pressure with this. Keep that in mind. You have to just lightly drag it like a straight razor and allow it to do all the cutting. And that's, I mean, that's perfect. I've got a great shave there. There's a little bit right there I need to get. I'm not going to even do the cross grain cut because that across the grain is not necessary, I think. Just doing that close-up right there to the beard line. That's great. I'm going to go ahead and use the alum block. I do have a Razor Rock alum block. Just wet it down and, you know, go over your skin with it. I like to use those a lot of times when I'm using a straight. But that was a great shave. No time at all. And I was done. Good smelling soap, great razor, great blades. Let's see. How can I top it off? How about with some great Captain Hunter's Scents of the Seven Seas? Blimey. Yes, this is Blimey. Shake before use. Here we go. Pour it out in my hand here. Oh, yeah. I like this scent. And best of all, even with that, it doesn't sting. You don't believe me, huh? Well, get you a bottle. Serious, it doesn't sting. Yes, it does have alcohol in it, just not filled with alcohol. That is awesome. Thank you guys for... Oh, you want to know what? Why I don't put on some post-shave balm? Did I forget? Nah. This stuff is so awesome for your skin, your face. It refreshes, rejuvenates, moisturizes, and restores your face. So I don't have to put on any aftershave balm after using this aftershave splash. Not only does it have the ingredients that are in my particular original aftershave, which I make in batches. That would be, of course, the witch hazel, aloe vera, vitamin E, glycerin, let's see, what else? Rose water, and neem oil. Not only does it have that, but it also is made with more aloe vera and witch hazel, argan oil, red castor, extracts, liquid silk, essential oils, and fragrance. Get you some blimey. And with that, I don't require any post-shave creams or balms. I'm good to go. Because I have reached hoe status, baby! Hoe status. Thank you once again. I appreciate you listening to me and letting me ramble on about my lifestyles and things that happen. Peace.